Hi, working out. This is part 2 of the paperwork that you need to do while you're advising students series. And this time we're going to talk about completing your students' degree plans. Right? This is actually one of the most useful tools you can have while advising students because it's basically a list of the courses that a student needs to take and when they're going to take those classes throughout their semester. So let me bring up an example. Again, I'm going to go to the biological sciences drive under completed degree audits because we want to get access to our students' files. This time I'm going to show you David Malone's stuff. I just advised him last week as well, so I'm going to scroll down here and find his name, Malone. Keep in mind that you'll be assigned students that are brand new freshmen, and so they won't have folders on the shared drive, and it'll be up to you to make a new folder and put their name in there, and then to create these documents for them and keep track of them. So it's 2018 fall. I've already advised him, so I have the 3 documents ready. I have his degree audit is updated, his degree plan has been updated, and then while he was here for his advising session, I filled out a record of advising for him. The next video, the last video, I'll do the record of advising sheet. And I've already talked to you about the degree audit. So let's look at the degree plan. You can see that the degree plan is literally semester by semester, and then each semester the student lists which classes they want to take that semester, and then how many credits that class is, and then a total number of credits for that semester. So you can see here that in spring of 2018, David wanted to take Biology 1201 and English 3002. He was just getting his feet wet. He's a full-time father, and he was carrying a part-time job at the time, so he was just going to school part-time. He took a class in the summer, and then during the summer he decided, hey, you know what? Starting this semester, the fall, I think I want to go go full-time and pull some more hours. So that's what he's been doing this semester, and then we've put, of course, his plan together for the rest of his time here. And that's what this document is. The students do this document. They make this document when they are in Biology 1000, right? It is an assignment in that class that they have to sit down and schedule out when they're going to take the classes that they need to take, and which semester they're going to do that, right? The students do this based on the degree audit that we talked about before. Remember, the degree audit form tells the students all the classes they need to take, right? So that's where they're getting these lists of classes, and it's the degree plan form that shows when they're actually going to do it. Okay, so mainly the students do this, and let me just let you in on a secret. They always do it wrong. It's horrible. They think they come to you like, oh, I've got it, I'm ready, but it's not. They have classes that they've not met the prereqs for, or classes they're trying to take a class, let's say spring of 19, and that class isn't even offered then, and so forth. So you actually have to go through this class by class for them and double check that they are doing it correctly. All right, so let's kind of talk through this. Let's evaluate spring of 19, for example, for David Malone. David wants to take Math 1022, and he says it's worth 3 hours. So just look in your course catalog, and I have the online version here. We'll just use it. We look in the course catalog. We'll bring up Math 1022. So scrolling down here, and I don't usually do this with the online catalog. I find the actual physical catalog to be a lot easier in this process because let's see, scrolling, so 1020, is it, he said 1022? Math 1022, exactly. So there's a couple things that we want to look at here. First, we want to make sure that it's actually offered the semester that he's wanting to take it. And according to the catalog, this class, Math 1022, is offered in the fall, it's offered in the spring, and it's offered in the summer. Okay, good. So he wants to take it in the spring, and it is offered. So excellent. The other thing we need to pay attention to is if there are any prerequisites that he needs to make. And there is a prerequisite here. The prerequisite is that he has to have made a C or higher in Math 1021. Okay, so let's see if he's already taken Math 1021, and he did. He took it summer of 2018, and then if you wanted to know if he passed it, you could go in, log into self-service, just like we did with the degree audit. Log into self-service, go to advising, manage advisees. I'm going to look him up. Oops, I misspelled his name. Let's go with that spelling. Here he is. Here's the unofficial transcript. That's the list of all of his grades. And we'll scroll down to the point where he said he took it summer of 2018. So here we are in spring 2018 and summer 2000. Here he has Math 1021. He made a B in it, so he does meet the prerequisite for Math 1022, which is right here, a grade of C or higher in Math 1022. So good, he can do that. What about Biology 3500? He wants to take Biology 3500, again, spring of 2019. So let's go look and make sure if he meets all the requirements. Way back in here to Biology. This is why I like to do the actual book, because I can just thumb through. Actually, I have sticky notes that are like little bookmarks that I use in the main catalog, so I can just go straight to the section that I'm wanting to look at. Okay, I think we're getting close. Biology, chemistry. Okay, so 3500 is what I'm looking for. Here we go. Natural history of the rest. Okay, so prerequisites are 1201 and 1202, and then it's only offered in the spring. So let's see here. He has had 1201. Oh no, that's chemistry. He's had biology 1201 and biology 1202 by the time he wants to take 3500. So yep, he does meet the prereqs as long as he passes 1202 this semester, and then he's wanting to take it in the spring. And 3500 is offered in the spring. So very good. He can absolutely do that. Let me point out that not also all the classes are so easy. Let's, for example, look at comparative anatomy, 3152. It's only offered fall of even years. Right? That means it's offered this fall, 2018. It's not offered 2019 fall. It's offered again fall 2020. And this is what you're going to find students doing. They will try to have that class in a semester that's not offered. So you literally have to look up every single class, verify that they've met the prerequisites, and that the class is actually offered the semester that it's supposed to be. Okay? That's the hardest part about this, is just verifying. I promise you, eventually you'll get really good at this. You'll remember that you'll commit it to memory that 3500 is offered in the springs. You'll remember that 3040 is offered every fall, but never in the springs. 3160 is only a fall course. Those types of things. All right. Eventually you will get used to that, but it'll take a while. Honestly, if I could recommend one thing, if someone had told me my first semester of advising, hey, Nate, memorize all the biology codes and when they're offered, that would have saved me hours and hours and hours of work. So I strongly recommend to you, just go in the catalog, and just memorize. I don't know, there's like, what, 25 classes that we offer. Just memorize when they're offered. So 1202, fall, spring. Those types of things. It would be, it'll take you a little bit of time to commit it to memory. I promise you it will pay off in frustration in the long run, because you're going to be looking at so many of these degree plans, and it's so much easier if you just remember, if you have it memorized. Oh yeah, physics is only offered in the fall, because they will also try to take physics in the spring. Almost every student tries it. So anyway, that's my little thing. Try to memorize the codes if you can. It'll save you a lot of trouble. Also, when the students do this in Biology 1000, make sure they send you a digital copy of this. All right, they often try to just send you a copy that is handwritten in. Like, they'll bring the handwritten in and they're like, can you please sign this? So for the assignment in Biology 1000, they have to develop their degree plan. But what they'll do is they'll fill it out by hand, and then they'll expect you to. So, for example, here's a student that I asked them to email me their degree plan so I could look over it. This is what he did. He writes it in, and then he emails me that. I don't think so. So I'll have to ask him, please type this in so we have a digital copy of it, because I can already tell you, no, he's going to have to add a bunch of classes here. He probably doesn't realize that he has to have biology electives. And look, he's trying to take 3161. Oh, no, that's chemistry. Okay. Chemistry, spring. Anyway, yeah, there's already some issues here. He's trying to take 3160 spring of 2000, whatever that is, but 3160 is not offered in the spring. It's offered only in the fall, so that would be an issue that he's trying to make the mistake. So anyway, it's a lot easier if they send this to you as a digital file like this, already typed in, then you can just cut and paste it into the semesters that they need to go. All right? Anyway, that is basically everything you need to know about a degree plan. Every single student needs a degree plan. All right? It makes your life much, much easier. If the student transfers in and they don't have to take Biology 1000, that means they're never going to have that assignment where they develop their plan. You still must make them develop a degree plan. All right? Make them do it. Refuse to clear them for advising until they have a degree plan for you and you've checked it and you've made sure that all the classes they want to take are offered and all of that type of thing. Okay? Having a degree plan makes the rest of this process a complete cinch. All right, great. Hope that helps. I will see you in the third video.